morning, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Lexie, and thank you for clicking and choosing to watch me. So today, in today's video, I am going to basically tell you guys everything I eat in prep. I'm going to talk about, so this was a requested topic. Shout out to Jason who watches my channel, which, by the way, you guys, if you ever have a topic you want me to talk about, feel free to just comment it. If it's something that I can talk about, like, I'll absolutely make a video out of it. So this was actually a really good topic, and he wanted me to talk about some of my, like, all the protein sources, carb sources, and fat sources that I've been eating this prep, just to give you guys some ideas. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm also going to tell you guys the supplements that I am currently consuming in prep. So also beware, probably within the next week, I'll be sharing some show day news with you guys, because I do believe I have a show picked, but I want to give my body like one more week to kind of do its thing to make sure I'm for sure going to do this show, because I don't want to do it unless I'm going to be ready, but I should have some exciting news for you guys, so stay tuned. But first things first, I've got an exciting package at the front desk in my apartment, and it has to do with supplements, and it has to do with a new protein powder from PEScience. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down, I'm going to get that, I'm going to show you guys what I got. I didn't get a big order, I just got a few staples, including the new white chocolate macadamia protein from PEScience, and I'm so excited to try it. I get asked all the time, how do I curb a sweet tooth? And to be very honest with you guys, in prep, how I curb my sweet tooth is PEScience protein powder. I add it into coffee. I can, drink it just as a shake. I can add it into anything. It literally cures my sweet tooth. So I'm gonna run down and get that. I'll share a little unboxing with you guys, and I'll even do a taste test for the protein powder. So stay tuned, and I will catch you guys in a bit. So I got it. I got the goods, got the box. So let me show you guys what I got. Let me cut this bad boy open. Right, so I told you guys this isn't like the biggest order that I've gotten from PEScience. I just grabbed a couple of things from them. Specifically, the new protein powder flavor. I ordered a sample pack of it. Not that I didn't think I would like it, but I just wanted to order a small thing of it before I committed to a whole tub. So here is what I have going. So before I show you guys the protein powder, I've really been loving the electrolytes from PEScience. So I got some Versalite, just an electrolyte powder. I got the citrus splash flavor. And then of course I had to restock on my chocolate greens because these are amazing. I've been putting them in my coffee recently, and yes, I just love them. Can't live without them. And then, I have to show you guys, one of the best things about PEScience is if you order directly from their website, they send you like a crap ton of samples, all for free. And actually, I'm really excited because they sent me sour peach candy, high volume flavor. I've never tried this flavor, but it sounds really good. So this is their pump product. So if you order directly from their website, you always get like some samples, and it's fun. You can use my discount code. I'll put it below. But now, drum roll. For the finale, I got the white chocolate macadamia nut protein, and I'm so excited to try this, you guys. So this is not a plant-based protein. It is their whey and their casein blend. Now, I will say, even if you are intolerant to whey, you may be able to do this protein because it doesn't have as much whey protein in it as like other whey proteins do, because it's a whey and a casein blend. But I'm really, really excited. Actually, I am going to I'm gonna do like a smell test first. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna just smell it first, and then I will do a taste test for you guys. I just want to like get the smell and see if it really smells like a white chocolate macadamia cookie. Ooh, it does. I can definitely smell the, ooh, it smells good. It does smell like white chocolate. I'll be honest, I don't normally have white chocolate macadamia nut cookies. Like, they were never my cookie of choice growing up. However, I will take it in the form of protein powder. So I'll do a review for you guys soon, but I wanted to show you guys what I got because I was really excited about, especially getting this. Before I get this video rolling, I want to show you guys what I'm doing. So I have this little cup, and I have almond milk in here, a little bit of almond milk, and I put some chocolate greens, PEScience chocolate greens, and now I'm gonna head up to my apartment lounge because they have the best coffee machine. So I have the coffee made. You have to bring your own cup, so that's why I've got my almond milk in there already, got the chocolate greens, and I'll brew the cup of coffee up there, add a little bit of stevia, and boom. So I'm gonna go do that, and then we will get the ball rolling and start this video for real. Okay, so I am going to try, taste test for you guys. I have a little, like, wee bit sample that I'm gonna try for you guys. So what I did is I just put a little bit of the protein powder in my shaker cup. So again, this is the white chocolate macadamia protein, and honestly, okay, I have to tell you guys, and I'm sorry if I don't know if you can hear background in this video, but it's really odd. There's like a helicopter outside of my apartment. It's hovering over water, and it's been there for like 10 minutes. I don't know what's going on, but anyways, it's gonna sound kind of weird, but when I smell this, it almost smells like a Bath and Body Works candle that you would get like around Christmas, oh no, I don't know, it smells like a Bath and Body Works like scented candle. I can't pinpoint what flavor I'm thinking of, or what scent I'm thinking of, but that's what it smells like. So I basically just shook up a little sample, and I haven't tried it yet. So I'm gonna do a little live, honest review for you guys. So again, this is just a little bit of water with a little bit of the protein in it just for a sample, so. Oh, that's good. I can definitely taste the white chocolate, and I like it. I like it a lot. It's really like, I feel like I've never heard of a protein powder, like a white chocolate. Like, I've never heard of this. So this is really spot on. I feel like PE Science always amazes me with how they're flavoring. Like, you know how you buy some protein powders and it says it's a certain flavor, and then you get it and you're like, okay, this literally doesn't taste anything like the flavor. This one is really spot on. I definitely taste the white chocolate. But honestly, like I told you guys earlier, PE Science protein powder is how I curb my sweet tooth. Legit, with how good they make this powder and how much it tastes like what it says on the label. Like, I feel like I'm drinking like a white chocolate macadamia cookie, but it's like killing two birds with one stone, getting your protein and, you know, satisfying your sweet tooth. So this is good. This is really, really good. Highly recommend. But yeah, wanted to do that little taste test. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about my carbs and protein and my fat sources. So I'm going to get some stuff out to show you guys. So I will be back momentarily. So I am back, and my tongue is red. If you notice that, it's just because I had fruit punch flavored Crystal Light before this. But funny story, so mentioned earlier in the clip before this, I was fully intending on filming right after I filmed the last clip in this video, but I had to wait because I mentioned that there was a helicopter outside of my not the parking lot, my apartment, and it was legit, I kid you guys not, out there for an hour, and it was really, really noisy, because like helicopters are noisy, and it was legit right across from my apartment, because there's a little strip of water, and I didn't want it playing in the background of my video, but I thought that it was just gonna like leave soon, but it was out there. I watched the clock for an hour. It was crazy. I have no idea what it was doing. I'm gonna assume it was some sort of like drill. I have no idea. But anywho, I am going to, before I do a deep dive into breaking down my carbs, my fat, and my protein sources that I'm consuming on prep, I'm gonna talk really quickly about the supplements that I'm taking in prep. So without further ado, I don't know if you would count this as a supplement. I mentioned it earlier, but I do consume PE Science chocolate greens, honestly, because they just taste so good in my coffee. So next thing is going to be pretty general supplements. Omegas and a multivitamin. I get these two from PE Science. So I do think that these are really important as anybody gets deeper into prep or a dieting phase, especially a multivitamin, because you know, as your food gets lower, you may need to supplement with a multi just in case you are missing out on some different, you know, micronutrients. And I think an omega is super important as well. I take both of those year round. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to tell you guys how to take is a Race Pro. This is actually just ashwagandha. So it's called a Race Pro, and it has ashwagandha in it, and it helps with cortisol. So I take this in prep. I don't always take this year round, but I do take this in prep because I think it's very important to take it. Again, another PE Science supplement. Okay, so the next few things I take, I've talked about these before. These are just my natural thyroid supplements that my holistic doctor recommended. So I take, it's called Thyroid Natural Granulator and Orthothyroid. So I take these every day, not necessarily prep supplements, but definitely something I have been taking every day for the past several months. I take sodium butyrate, which is another holistic doctor recommended thing. This is supposed to really help with my gut microbiome and just strengthening it, since I did go through a gut protocol months ago. So making sure I've got a healthy gut. Next thing I take is going to be adaptocrine, another holistic doctor recommended thing. I believe that this is supposed to, so it has a lot of vitamin C in it. It also has ashwagandha. I think what it's mainly supposed to do is it's supposed to help a little bit with like stress. So similar to what the Erase Pro does. Okay, and then I also take inositol powder. So this is actually a really great supplement for deep sleep. The serving size is tiny, you guys. I have had this little tub for like 4 or 5 months. The serving size, I mean, it's hard to tell, but it's so small, so small. It's just a white flavorless powder. You can add it to anything. And then I have been having these electrolytes so I can really manage, like, you know, because I am sweating a lot with my cardio. So I do take an electrolyte powder daily. And then last but not least, literally swear by these, and I've talked about these in previous videos, but the Serenity Gummies by Cured Nutrition, these are game changers. I could not live without these in prep. I take 2 of these about 2 or so hours before I go to bed, and they have CBD in them. They're so good, and they really help with my sleep. So those are, I believe, all my supplements for the most part. So now I'm gonna record a separate clip, and we're gonna talk about food. Okay, so we are going to wrap this video up with, I have my notes with me, talking about my current prep diet. So I got a request to talk a little bit about what fat sources I'm eating, what carb sources I'm eating, and what protein sources I'm eating on prep. So without further ado, I have a little list, because prep brain, I will forget if I just spew them off the top of my head. So before I go into this list, let me just preface by saying there's nothing perfect about these foods. You know, don't think that if you just eat all these foods, you're gonna look like me or you're gonna look like a certain way. These are just what work for me, and also these are the foods I like. I think that's important to take into account, is in your diet, you should enjoy your foods that you're eating. You shouldn't feel like you're having to force feed yourself things that you don't like. Life is too short to eat things that you absolutely hate. So without further ado, let's start with fat sources. So specifically this prep, it's really funny because last prep, if you guys watch my 2021 prep on YouTube, you guys know I was obsessed with peanut butter. I had it every day. And not that there's anything wrong with peanut butter now. That's not why I don't have it. I just haven't had it in a while. I tend to be somebody that like goes in spurts with foods. I get really obsessed with something for a while and then I kind of fade away from it. So my fat sources this prep have specifically been coming from whole eggs, so the yolk of an egg, and avocado, and Brazil nuts. So I do have 2 to 3 Brazil nuts every day for thyroid health, because that amount has the daily recommended selenium that you need. So that's why only 2 or 3, in case you guys are wondering. For those of you who don't know what the Brazil nut craze is. Avocado though, I've been loving avocado, and avocado is also really rich in potassium. And then whole eggs. I absolutely love whole eggs. And then of course I get like trace fats from little things, like my white cheddar rice cakes I think have 1.5 grams of fat per rice cake. So I get trace fats from little things like that throughout the day, but those are gonna be my main fat sources. Moving on to carbs. So my current carb sources are gonna be very different on my low carb days versus my high carb days. So I currently have 6 kind of lower carb days and 1 high carb day throughout the week. So typically my main carb sources right now are white cheddar rice cakes, you guys guessed it, obsessed with those. Sweet peas and carrots. Now I know that they are lower carb, but especially sweet peas and the carrots I eat, they can add up pretty quickly and have like 10 to 12 grams of carbs per serving. So those are our main source of carbs. I do have beets occasionally, and those have a little bit of carbs in them. And then oatmeal and bananas. Those are kind of my main sources of carbs right now. Now on my high carb days, typically I will just increase the portion size of one of those. So I may have a little bit more oats, like add more of a portion, or add more to my oatmeal bowl. Or I may, sometimes I will incorporate on my refeed day like sweet potato, but I don't typically have that on a day-to-day basis. So the white cheddar rice cakes, sweet peas, carrots, beets, oats, and bananas, those are kind of my normal carb sources that I stick with right now. And then last but not least, and some may argue the most important, protein. So protein for me personally is the easiest to hit. I absolutely love protein. Fun fact, I could live on protein. Like I could legit just eat protein all the time. I could. I know a lot of people have the opposite problem, but I know, so a while ago I was obsessed with cottage cheese, and I was getting a lot of protein from low-fat cottage cheese, because if you guys don't know, very rich in protein. Now I went ahead and I eliminated dairy from my diet just while I was going through my gut protocol, just to see if I noticed a difference. And so I've kept it out since, but cottage cheese is one of my favorite protein sources. I absolutely love it. And you can use it as like dressing for salad. That's a little hack and a little tidbit, is if you're wanting like a low calorie but a high protein salad dressing, cottage cheese is perfect. You can even melt cottage cheese too, and it kind of gets a little cheesy. Just a little pro tip there. But my current protein sources that I have are going to be the egg whites of the eggs. So I have lots of eggs or egg whites. So egg whites, I'm getting a lot of protein from those. Chicken or fish. So typically I go to the store for the week and I stock up and I get either tilapia or chicken, and that's what I will have for, I usually do either or. I always have eggs every day. And then I usually have one tuna packet every day. So I do get the Great Value brand Walmart tuna packets. The tomato, basil, and ranch are so good. I usually have one of those per day. I don't know, it's really good, and I just like it. And then I use the PESCIENCE protein, and I do have a scoop of that daily. So those are going to be my main protein sources right now. I would say other protein sources I've liked in the past would be Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, like I mentioned. I'm trying to think what else did I used to get protein from. I don't eat a lot of protein bars, if any, in prep. Like can't remember the last time I've had a protein bar, but I really do like protein bars. So if you are somebody out there that is struggling to get in your protein, I highly recommend checking out, I mean, obviously the obvious, lean meats, lean, like lean turkey, lean beef, chicken breast, any type of fish, shrimp. I love shrimp. I just don't buy it a lot because it is a little pricey. And you know, and I like to get creative with how I prepare things. So like with chicken, I will air fry my chicken a lot. But I love cottage cheese, and that's the moral of the story. If you take anything away from this video, if you can tolerate dairy, cottage cheese is a great source of protein. And I don't know if y'all have been seeing, but there is like this crazy curries out there. I've been seeing a ton of reels about how people will blend cottage cheese in a blender and then add like protein powder and I think like sugar-free pudding mix or like just some sweetener, and it's like ice cream. I have not tried it, but I will. But anywho, those are my main sources of protein, carbs, and fat right now. But like I said at the beginning of this video, stay tuned, you guys, because I should have some exciting news in my next video regarding a show that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna wrap up this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it per usual. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, share it. I'm really trying to grow my channel, and the shares are so appreciated. So I hope you guys have a great day wherever you are at in the world, and I will catch you in the next video.